Life is a lot better now for Walter Osoka. There was a time when even walking down the street seemed like an impossible task. Walter has a history of mental illnesses, and ever since he was a teen, he's had bouts of intense anxiety and fear.
Periodically, I'd have these symptoms that would come over me, and it would really just take over my whole being, and would have to leave where I was. I would have to leave dates. I would have to leave work, sporting events, all these sort of things. It made life kind of odd, and some people just kind of thought, what's wrong with Walter?
A number of problems put normal life out of reach. Walter struggled with depression, panic attacks, and at one point, his home became his virtual prison.
I could hardly leave my apartment, and then when I did, I would sweat like I ran a race, and because of that, my relationships went downhill, all that sort of thing. I kept missing work. I mean, it's obvious that things weren't going right.
But after seeing a psychiatrist and going back to school, Walter managed to turn his life around. He's even found a way to give back. Walter now works at Can Voice, a mental health community center.
This is our, we call it our blue room.
Walter is a peer supporter and has conversations with the people who come in.
It's not like, hi, I'm okay and you're not okay, and therefore I can help you. It's more like, yeah, well, we're both on the same plane, we're under one sky, that sort of thing. And then we discuss things. I personally don't write anything down. It's not about that. It's just about, just listening. That's why we have two of these and only one of these, right?
Michael Petrenko works at the Canadian Mental Health Association in London. He says that while talking can be a form of therapy, it also helps fight stigma.
The most important thing to be able to reduce stigma is to be able to speak about it personally and to hear from others who have experienced, and to listen, process, and then be able to speak about my own experience.
Walter has received help from many people around him, and he encourages others to reach out as well.
What I would like to say to people who have mental illness or have to deal with mental health issues, or whatever the right term is not give up. There are a lot of good people who wish to help. Doctors, nurses, psychiatrists, psychologists, occupational therapists. The list goes on, and yes, journalists who want to help as well.
Walter's challenges and successes aren't unique. In fact, 1 in 5 Canadians will experience a mental illness at some point in their lifetime, and studies show that the majority of those people get better and lead productive lives. For Western News, I'm Nida Siddiqui.